Hello, welcome to CoreMentor. This is Daniel, and in this video we're going to learn about this channel and what the purpose of it is, what I can give to you, and we're also going to learn a little more about our core. So I would like to start out with the CoreMentor and what you can expect from this channel. So I made this channel as a way to help you either achieve your goals, say if you want to get a certain career, do well in school, buy a certain item, get married, etc., have a girlfriend, boyfriend, any goal you can think of. If you're just sitting there, this idea in your head, this place you want to go, you're struggling to get there, you want to cue into a YouTube channel, you want to talk to somebody, you want to get guidance, this is the place for you. I have accomplished several really awesome big key goals, gotten several degrees, worked for a Fortune 500 company, have a house, car, done several personal goals. And I feel like my experience and what I've learned along the way can really help you out there. Also, another aspect of the channel is focusing on areas where you may be struggling. If there is something you want to do and you just can't get over the hump, as the saying goes, there's an obstacle or a barrier either mentally or behaviors you're doing, and you just can't be who you want to be. Often, you can think of addictions or fears that are just getting in the way and holding you back from being the fullest version of you. This is another great place to address those. I have had many challenges on the way to achieving those goals, and so I am extremely passionate about helping you, the viewer, and really anyone I run into, if they want to listen to me, sharing my experience, my advice, and what I've learned from the world and from professionals as well. This isn't all just what I think and what makes sense to me in my way. I really study professionals. I listen to almost anyone I can who really knows what they're talking about, because there's a lot of people that don't know what they're talking about, taking in that information and then determining a way forward. And I've experienced a lot of success there too. I'm not going to say that I don't have any struggles or I'm a perfect person. I'm not going to give you that kind of impression, but I can tell you there have been areas of my life where I've had really, really hard struggles I just couldn't get past. And applying what I've learned and what I've heard outside and just some personal experience and trial and error, I've actually been able to make some really great progress there. And so that's another burning desire within me to share with you. So YouTube's a great place to go out and get information. I've watched so many videos on YouTube, hundreds and hundreds of hours, to learn about topics, and I think this is a great channel, a great place, and a great source for value if that's what you're looking for. If you want to hear from somebody else and get some ideas and get some encouragement, this is a great place to go. So you're in the right spot. Getting into core and the word mentor. So why did I call this channel CoreMentor? Well, I believe that your personal success, whether you're out there trying to get a goal accomplished or if you're trying to overcome a really hard personal struggle, I believe a lot of your success relies on what I consider to be the core. And there's a lot of different words for it, a lot of different ways of saying it. Some people call it your mind, your body, and your soul. But the word, when I say core, I really mean your inner being. And if I'm going to sit down and really think about it, a lot of that goes on up here. It's in your mind. It's how you process the world. It's how you feel the world. It's how you process your emotions. It's how you feel your emotions. So I really encourage you, and anything you're doing, is to start really looking in on that. Looking in on your mindset, your beliefs, and your thoughts, and begin to realize, if you don't already, how much that impacts your actions throughout the day. Because at the end of the day, if you're going to stop an addiction or you're going to become CEO of some great company, fill in the blank, whatever you want, your thoughts are going to lead you to that place. Your thoughts are going to lead you to your victory, because your thoughts are going to turn into actions, and your actions are ultimately going to do what you want them to do. That's what we focus on. That's what I dive into. That's where my passion's at, because I have seen thoughts destroy people and I have seen thoughts make people. And there's so much more to it than that, and this is just an intro video, so we're not going to get into it in this video. But hopefully you can also begin to see and believe that, the power of your own thoughts, the power of your mind. There's also a component of humanity, spirituality. Spirituality is definitely going to be a part of this channel. It's a little difficult to quantify, to measure it. You can't pour it in a cup. And there's so many different religions around the world and everything. So I did want to say that will be a part of the channel, will be a part of our talks, but I don't want to really lay that on you heavy in this video. We'll get into it in other videos. What we really can measure, what we really can get into is your thoughts, what's going on in your mind, the actions that come out of that. It's easy to start with that. But don't completely wipe spirituality out either. I think that's a very important part of your core. And then one topic that I've really been getting into lately is the biopsychosocial, and leading people like Gabor have been talking about this. And that's the whole idea is that your biology, your psychology, and your social life can create illnesses inside of you. It's not just some born-in illness or something from an external environment. There's these different factors that all come together that can create an illness inside of you. And it's really groundbreaking for science and whatnot, because it's saying the way you think can give you an upset stomach. And maybe not groundbreaking, but it's challenging some of the norms, and it gets a lot deeper. Some very serious illnesses. Gabor claims come from your mind and your emotions and how you kind of view life and deal with life. And the core is very much driven and controlled by your biopsychosocial. But I think starting out with your mind really impacts a lot of those things. And so hopefully that gives you a good idea of what the core is, and my personal belief that so much of what we do and where we want to go is influenced by that. Then the next part of the title is mentor. And a mentor is somebody who has gone before you, who understands what you want to do, or really you think of them in the career sense. If you're in business, a business mentor. But they're really just a person of wisdom and experience who's gone before you. They know the path. And so you can ask them questions. Hey, this is what I'm experiencing. What do I do? This is where I'm going. Have you been there before? What did you do? How did you deal with these people? And the mentor can give you that advice and that feedback. And it's also an open relationship where they can teach you, they can mold you, and they can shape you to help you get to where you want to go. And so it's not just getting that experience and getting that advice. You're also getting that direction and that correction. And the mentor relationship, mentor-mentee relationship is a very healthy one. And so there isn't this fear or this criticism in that feedback. That correction is meant to take you in the direction. And it's really easy for everyone to agree to that because the mentor has done it before. The mentor knows how to do it. So their correction isn't criticism, it's guidance. And so that's another part of this channel that in the topics that I talk about, a lot of them, there's some personal experience there. There's personal victories, and that's part of how I want to interact with you. I want that kind of relationship where you'll listen to me and you'll hear me and you'll allow me to speak into you in a way that helps you get to where you want, because we have that in common. We either have the journey in common or the goal in common, or maybe I've gone somewhere you want to go, and my personal experience and my stories will help you get there. So what I wanted to end on, because I don't want to make this a really long video, I want you to understand my heart. I want you to understand the channel. I want you to understand what to expect here. But what I would end on, thinking about core, if you really don't know how to take that and where to go with that, or you're excited and you want to start digging into that, the first place that I would recommend you to go is into self-awareness. It's a buzzword these days, self-awareness. Ooh, self-awareness. Get self-awareness. Become self-aware. And really all that means is you are gaining awareness of the inner workings of your mind. What's making you feel the way you feel? What's driving you to do what you do? Being able to speak about that and to articulate it and write it down and to a degree understand it. You don't have to become an expert. But that is where a lot of this starts, because that is where we can start focusing on and getting ourselves to a place to be able to enact change. If you want to get over your addiction, if you want to hit that great goal, it's going to take change. And you need to get that change and keep that change consistent. It can't be something that you do for a few weeks. It's got to be something you can really maintain for a long time. Some things take years. Some things take decades. Amazing, amazing accomplishments. We'll take that. And through the self-awareness, you'll be able to understand, first off, understand what's going on inside of you, learn, grow, and develop, and then choose to continue to make those decisions that take you where you want to go. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for getting to understand the channel a little more. I hope this fills you with excitement and encouragement. Feel free to give me some comments down below about what I've talked about today. What are your goals? What are your challenges? And what do you think about self-awareness? Is it a bunch of garbage, or is it something that can really help you? Tell me in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.